Hi everyone, I just wanted to sit down with a cup of tea and chat a little bit today about can you have it all? Setting priorities. Hi and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Freya and I'm an aspiring minimalist. I am currently 24 weeks pregnant, so my cleaning and decluttering, I have energy but it's limited. So I did want to just sit down and talk today about a topic that I have been thinking about a lot. Those of you who are returning to my channel, it's great to have you back. And my dog has to go and take a drink of water. I don't know if you can hear it. So I'm going to use 3 areas of my life to kind of make my point. So we always have a lot of things in mind that like, okay, I want to achieve this and I want to achieve that. And we have things in mind that we want to have in our lives, whether it is material possessions or, things we want to see happen in our lives. So the first thing is family and career. And that is often, like, how do I have both a family and a great career? Let me just tell you my story. Like, can you have it all? That's the question. Like, can you have like all the time you want for your family, and can you still have a fulfilling career that makes good money and all that? I am a performing artist by trade. I used to be an opera singer. And already when I was in opera theater, I realized that that's not the world I wanted. I didn't have enough personal freedom in there, like working for theaters and traveling all over the place. It was great for a while. And then when I became a mom, my life just changed. I had to rethink everything. I had to continue making money, and I wanted to. And also, I really had to because I was in a really bad place financially. I wanted to keep doing what I was doing. It's not like I wanted to give it up. It's a passion, right? Music is not just something you do to make some money. It's truly what I'm passionate about. But also when my daughter was born, I knew it was like family is it for me. I love being a mom. And so I had to find a way to still continue my career and be successful and have projects and have something to work toward. But at the same time, I wanted to have more time for my family. And I kind of was forced into this. And it's absolutely possible. I found a way to do it. So it slowly happened, but I had this vision of what if I could just make enough money doing YouTube videos and working from home. I know it's going to take time, but I'm just going to start right now and see what happens. And I'm just going to be consistent. I'm just going to keep doing it. But I always had this vision. I always wanted to manifest this thing that, still it's my vision today, but life has changed quite a bit. I'm so close to what I imagined back then. I wanted just to live comfortably. And back then I had these huge visions of like, oh, I'm going to have this huge house and I'm going to have like all these things. And, my vision has totally changed. I don't even want huge house, lots of things. It would stress me to have a lot of stuff nowadays. It's really weird because now I have on that trajectory where like I make more and more money, but I want less and less stuff. And over the course of the years, I have, it wasn't overnight, but because I had this vision, I now have a lot of time for my family. Here's what I did. I actually wrote down, or I had this thought process of like, what would my perfect day look like? My perfect day would look like I get up in the morning, I have time as much as I want with my family, with my kids. We have a nice breakfast together, and then they either go off to school if it's a weekday, or on the weekends we can just hang out. And I work a couple of hours a day. I do my thing. I do what I'm passionate about. But other than that, I have all this personal freedom to do all the things I love doing in our beautiful home, just being happy. And you know what? Like, I don't have this big home, but I think like for us, our home is the perfect home for this stage of life. I'm very blessed. Not everyone can afford a house here in Germany. I know not everywhere, it's like this everywhere. But I feel so blessed because it's like I had this vision to have it all, I had to sacrifice and I had to make decisions that were really difficult. At some point, I had to decide to give up professional opera theater. And it's almost like when you quit, it's a one-way ticket. It would be really hard to get back in, because when you're out, it's like you're not in that world anymore. You're not constantly auditioning anymore, and it's like you're out. You're not with your agency anymore. And so that was a decision that was hard, but on the other hand, it was not hard because I knew what my priorities were. I knew what I wanted my life to look like. And, then I had to decide, when I made that leap between, still teaching in my studio, which was just sucking time, like I enjoyed doing it, but I always had students that came at a very specific time, which isn't always so practical when you're a mom, because, life is very dynamic and it's always set in stone. And so it was a little annoying sometimes to have like, oh, now I have that 10 o'clock appointment. I really needed to buy groceries, or I needed to take care of this or that. And I wanted to get rid of that commitment of having to be somewhere at a very specific time. I'm a worker. I love putting work in, but I hated having to show up at a very specific time. And when I made the decision to just to tell all my students, okay, in 3 months from now, I'm just gonna not teach in my studio anymore. It was a big leap, but I had faith, and I thought like, okay, if I wanna commit more time to my online business, I can do that. And so I made the leap, and it actually freed up the time for me to put more focus onto my online business. And now, it's like, I would not need any in-studio students anymore, because I'm doing really well with my online coachings. So those were hard decisions, but I always knew what my priorities were. And that's why now I feel like I can have it all. I look at a lot of my friends, and it's like, it's really hard for them to juggle. And it is hard for me sometimes, don't get me wrong. It's not like, like I got all this time and I don't even know what to do with my time. But I have to be very focused. I have to be very organized. But I have the mental capacity and the space to actually only focus on what's my true priorities, and not all this other clutter that just totally distracts me from what I really want to do. The next thing is stuff and a tidy house. So like, how can I still have stuff that I love, but still have a tidy house? And here's the thing. My motto is less but better. So when I purchase anything that I think I really want, I really try to think about, okay, I want high quality. If it's something I really want or I really need, or both, I would rather spend more money and have the perfect thing that I really, really love. And then I will have it and keep it and appreciate it and have a home for it, rather than having a lot of different things. Does that make sense? So clothing wise, I'd rather have one really amazing jacket that has different functions. I can use it like when I go out with a dog, but it's also okay if I'm, a little bit nicer. I spent more money, but I know it's like, instead of buying 3 coats, I have 1 coat that is exactly what I need for all those things, for all those occasions that I want to use it for. And it makes me so much happier to actually have exactly what I wanted versus like a compromise. And that doesn't always mean you have to spend more money. I recently got a wonderful stroller for the twins, and it was used. But after doing a lot of research, I thought, okay, which one am I getting? Now this wasn't the cheapest one, even used, but it is exactly what I want now. It's exactly what I need. I can use it all the way up until they can just, walk on their own. It's good for newborns. It has the newborn bassinets. You can, it has the in-between stage where they're like in a hammock. And it also has the seats that you can then put in there when they get a little bit bigger, when they want to sit and look out and stuff. So it's got everything. You can fold it quite small so that it fits in all of our cars. It's not as wide. They're side by side, but it's not huge. You can still get into like a small shop, like our farmer's market shop here that is right around the corner. You can still get in there with that stroller. So it's exactly what I needed. So I don't have to get two different ones, one for the newborns and then one when they get older. So it's okay. I don't have to like worry about it anymore. And I got it for a really good deal because it's used, but it looks awesome and it has everything that comes with it, like the rain covers and like everything. So I still can have a tidy house by having less stuff, but better. Now the last area is healthy body and great food. So I'm a foodie, and I know that for a lot of people it might be hard. It's like you think that, oh, I want to lose weight and I want to get healthier, but then I have to sacrifice all the foods that I love. But if I eat healthy, you know, like it's not going to taste good. But if I eat like the food that I love, I'm not going to have a healthy body. And I don't know, I found a way to combine both. I changed my mindset, and I actually, you know, it doesn't have to be perfection. If you eat healthy most of the time, that's really good. You don't have to deprive yourself of everything. And here's the thing, I've been living like this for like many years actually. I've never really had an unhealthy lifestyle, but in the past, I'd say 5 years or so, I've taken it to a whole other level of, you know, what I eat and how I think about food. Healthy is really important for me because my body is my temple, and without my body being in tip-top shape, I can't function at like as good as I want to function. And I want to use all my potential, and I only can use my full potential if my body is in the best possible shape. Even now being pregnant at 24 weeks, I'm really blessed. I know some things are beyond your control. I'm very blessed, probably genetically also, but I contribute a lot of my good health to just my lifestyle and the food I eat. But I changed my mindset. I used to love sweets and food, not to where I ate like crazy amounts, but I used to love having cake and some sweets. Like there were specific things that I was really crazy about. But then I did this 2 years ago. I did this challenge, you know, or more than 2 years ago, the zero sugar, to really just wean myself off of sugar. And you can wean yourself off of foods and start appreciating other foods to where now those unhealthy things, they don't even sound good. And when I eat them, can I tell you, it does not feel good at all. It's like my brain tells me, no, if you eat that, you're going to feel really bad. So I don't even do it. It's almost like you know you're going to be nauseous, so you're going to avoid whatever made you nauseous in the future, right? So I know that when I eat too much sugar, I don't feel good. And I didn't have that sensitivity when I still ate more sugar. So no sugar in my tea. And if I do use sugar, you know, it's like it takes so little now. And it's because I slowly got myself used to it, to where now to eat really healthy, it's yummy. It is so yummy. And I still can eat a piece of cake, but I do this maybe once a month versus maybe a couple times a week. Or sweets, you know, my family knows this. They all know this. They eat sweets and they know it. They know. Sometimes, like, they always ask me, Mom, do you want it? I was like, no, I'm good. I don't even want it. That does not look good to me. I don't eat that candy. Oh my goodness, I'm going to feel so horrible afterwards. Like, and my teeth, I can literally feel like how it just sinks in my teeth. And my teeth, like, I haven't had any problems. Zero, nothing. Like, I've been going to my dentist twice a year for checkups. And every single time he's like, okay, I'm good. If you're good, I'm good with it. Nothing to report. And I contribute also my eating habits to, you know, having, I don't have the perfect teeth, but I haven't had any problems. And I see almost everyone else that they have fillings every once in a while, new cavities. I haven't had that, I don't know, at least for 10 years. I haven't had anything with my teeth. Maybe a filling falls out or something, but no new things happening in my mouth. So healthy body and eating great food, you can have it all. You can have it all. It's just changing your mindset, knowing what your vision is, what do you want the outcome to be, and then, you know, being consistent and knowing that it is a slow process. It's not going to happen overnight. If you try to make it happen overnight, for me personally, that doesn't work, because then it feels like I'm totally depriving myself, like I'm really sacrificing big time. There is some sacrifice, but you should always think of small increments. And then it becomes the new normal. And the new normal is that you feel amazing. So that's it for today. I just wanted to have a little chit chat. Let me know in the comments. Do you have these discrepancies to where you're like, well, I want to do this, but I also want to do that. And it seems like I can't really combine the two. Or like, can I actually have it all? Do I have the capacity to have it all? You do have to kind of know what to say yes and no to, and that's the secret. But I would love to know if you have any thoughts about this. Thank you so much for watching. I will try to make more cleaning, organizing, and decluttering videos. I am decluttering, but it's just, filming it's just so much work. I don't know. I just have been really bad about it, and I've been cleaning a lot, so I just share with you whatever is happening in my life. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and until next time, remember, keep it simple.